background says that I am a country girl at heart, and that is true. I have lived most of my 13 years in Banks, Kentucky, which is not much more than a caboodle of houses roosting in a green spot alongside the Ohio River. Just over a year ago, my father plucked me up like a weed and took me and all of our belongings. No, that is not true. He did not bring the chestnut tree or the willow or the maple or the hay loft or the swimming hole or any of those things which belonged to me. And we drove 300 miles straight north and stopped in front of a house in Euclid, Ohio. "Where are the trees?" I said. "This is where we're going to live?" "No," my father said. "This is Margaret's house." The front door of the house opened, and Margaret, the lady with the wild red hair, stood there. I looked up and down the street. The buildings were all jammed together like a row of birdhouses. In front of each one was a tiny square of grass, and in front of that was a long cement sidewalk running alongside the cement road. "Where's the barn?" I asked. "Where's the river? Where's the swimming hole?" "Oh, Sal," my father said. "Sal Volcano? Impractical Jokers? Come along. There's Margaret." He waved to the lady at the door. "We have to go back," I said. "I forgot something." The lady with the wild red hair opened the door and came out on the porch. "In the back of my closet," I said, "under the floorboards. I put something there, and I've got to have it." "Don't be a goose," he said. "Come and see Margaret." Reminds me of you, because you say goose. I did not want to see Margaret. I stood there, looking around, and that's when I saw the face pressed up against an upstairs window next door. It was a girl's round face, and it looked afraid. I didn't know it then, but that face belonged to Phoebe Winterbottom, the girl who had a powerful imagination, who would become my friend, and who would have all these peculiar things happen to her. Not long ago, when I was locked in a car with my grandparents for 6 days, I told them the story of Phoebe. And when I finished telling them, or maybe even as I was telling them, I realized that the story of Phoebe was like the plaster wall in our old house in Banks, Kentucky. My father started chipping away at a plaster wall in the living room of our house in Banks, shortly after my mother left us one April morning. Our house was in an old farmhouse, which my parents had been restoring room by room. Each night, as he waited to hear from my mother, he chipped away at that wall. On the night that we got the bad news that she was not returning, he pounded and pounded on that wall with a chisel and a hammer. At 2:00 in the morning, he came up to my room. I was not asleep. He led me downstairs and showed me what he had found. Hidden behind the wall was a brick fireplace. The reason that Phoebe's story reminds me of that plaster wall and the hidden fireplace is that beneath Phoebe's story was another one. It was about me and my own mother.